As you can see, I've been sketching and designing and getting ready for this video.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This week we're going to be making jewelry only out of sheet metal, essentially. So I came up with 3 different designs based on their level of difficulty. So easy, medium, and hard. And then also solder and no solder. So the first 2, which would be easy and medium, will be without solder, and the hard one will be with solder. This entire video is actually dedicated to the owner of the restaurant that I work at. She had asked me to make a logo of her favorite band, so I am making her a pendant. She didn't want it to be sterling silver, she just wanted it something that she could literally just wear once to the concert and then it'd be done with it. So that will be made with base metal, but the other 2 designs will be made with sheet metal. We'll be making the band logo, a nameplate necklace, and then a design that I'm super excited about that I won't show you to the end, or at least till we start working on it. So I took the time to draw them out. This is the one that I'm hiding until the end, which will need solder. This is the easy one. This one is that I might end up doing with the extra base metal, maybe, possibly, probably not, just because I'm already gonna be making the other 2 and I'm kind of on a time crunch today. But we'll see, because I'm going to see 21 Pilots with my boyfriend. So I might be making this, we'll see, kind of depends how it goes and how much time I have left. But most likely just making the Hansen logo. And then this is my niece's name. My sister had been like begging me for a while to make a nameplate necklace for her. Her name is Banks. And I haven't really felt comfortable in my level of craft yet to do that. But I feel like I'm finally at the level that I'm like, okay, I can totally do that now. So we'll be making Banks and then this little design. Super excited to show you guys. So let's get into it. So starting off, we are going to be making the Hansen logo. Be using base metal for this. The rest of the designs will be done in sterling silver. Base metal is a little bit more difficult to work with, at least with a saw from my own personal experience. It's a little bit harder to saw through and it takes a little bit more time. So I sketch out my designs and then I sketch it out on metal. If you're not good at sketching, you hate it, you just can't do it, I recommend investing in getting some sticker paper, or I mean, you can just eyeball it, but I'd probably say not to do that. I personally am pretty comfortable with my drawing capabilities, so I already have it sketched out of the Hansen logo, and I'm just gonna be trying to copy that onto my base metal. So you're gonna just wanna draw out your design. Once you have your drawn out design, you're gonna wanna go in with a scribe. So this is something I got from Hobby Lobby. It's super cheap. I think you can use like an X-Acto knife and it works just the same. Just something that's really sharp that will actually leave like a little indentation in the metal. This leaves just like a slight little scratch on your metal that you can usually get out or just cut around. But that way, when I am working with this and I'm like moving my hands around and touching the pencil marks, it won't rub off the pencil marks, and then I can still see what I'm doing if you have that scribed. Okay, so I don't know if you can really make out what oh, it's like a mirror. I don't know if you can really make out the pencil marks I put on there. There you go. I think you can kind of see the pencil marks I made. It's definitely like unclear, like you can't really see what you're doing. So that's when you go in with your scribe and you just outline exactly how you want your piece to look. So I'm taking my scribe and just outlining the drawing that I already did. There we go, now I can see better. So I'm now gonna zoom in for you guys, just so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll see you at the end probably. I'm probably not gonna zoom out again, so I'll see you in a second. All right, not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh yeah. See, now you guys can definitely see after the scribed look. Putting in our holes. So basically, I'm gonna show you on paper because it's hard for you to see with the reflection. So basically on the metal, we're gonna be drilling holes into any part that, you know, is gonna be see-through. So is gonna obviously have a hole. So we're gonna be drilling a hole here, 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 and here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. Oh, and I forgot the little loopy loop on top. You can't see that because I not with a pencil. Also here, so 8 total holes will need to be drilled. So I am going to attempt to use my drill in this base metal just because I kind of want to see if it'll work. The last time I did this, it didn't, but I have a different method of doing it. So here I am just kind of sticking it into the beeswax and just getting it, you know, lubed up and everything. All right, so let's see if this will work or not. I'm kind of nervous, but as long as you have your protective eyewear, you're all set. So let's see if this will work. Ew, why does it sound like that? Okay, whatever. So I'm just gonna do the O-ring hole first. See if that works okay. Okay, it's drilling through. Okay, okay. It's drilling through. Don't know if you can see from here. It is drilling through. Slowly. Oh, there we go. It does work. Yes. Okay, 1 hole drilled. Nice. I really did not think that was gonna work. Coolio. Okay, let me get at a different angle so you guys can actually see me drilling. Cool. That makes me so happy. I really thought this was gonna be a lot longer of a process. Okay, dope. So again, I'm gonna lube up. That sounds so inappropriate. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I really don't mean that in an inappropriate way. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay. Another thing, real quick. Your drill, when you're trying to put it down, it will kind of wiggle around and bounce around. So you really want to just make sure that you're like in the dead center. That way you have enough room to wiggle and it's not gonna like damage your piece. Okay, back to it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have all of our holes drilled. And I don't think I actually said this before. Before you cut out your entire design, you have to drill and cut the inside out first, because if you're trying to work with that small circle and you're trying to saw around and stuff, you have nothing to grip, you know? So like when you have this, you'll have nothing to grip. So you do have to work with it while it's still attached in its sheet metal form and drilling the holes and everything like that. Otherwise, you're gonna bend your piece out of shape and everything. So cool, so we have all of our holes drilled. You can see on the back all of the holes, possibly. Yeah, on the back you can see all the holes. We have all the holes drilled, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my saw ready so I can saw out these pieces. Again, you wanna lube up, so I already have a saw blade in my saw, so I am just gonna run that along the beeswax. Nice. All right, undo it. Oh, wait, wrong way. Wait. There we go, jeez. Alrighty. 1 piece complete. There's a little bit of beeswax left. All right. Looking pretty good, pretty good. And don't forget, the refining really comes in the end when you use your electric file or drill, so don't really worry about it being like perfect. It's okay if there's a little bit of weirdness on it. All right, now I'm just gonna pretty much just continually do this, I guess. Oh, oh my gosh. Ah. Finally. I'm so sick of sawing and it looks like trash, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a lot of cleanup of this. Oh, I'm so glad that's over with. I hate sawing. So I just sketched out the name to how I like and the size that I like based off of this. I think it looks pretty similar and I think it looks cute. So I'm just gonna like thicken it a little bit in the places that I feel like it would be really weak and probably break. So I'm just gonna do that and then start on drilling the holes and filing. Yeah. A little tip I recommend to do when you're working with like super small things you need to saw out, at least when you have to drill the holes for it, use like something to indent where you want your holes to go, because again, like I said earlier, when you're using your electric drill, it can like dance around and like miss where you're going and then totally just ruin your piece. So I recommend either using your scribe or like before you use your electric one, try to hand drill a little bit of an indent so that you have a spot to place your drill into without it like dancing everywhere. So I'm just going in and placing the little marks that I need to before I actually use my electric drill. So I am a little nervous. I drilled out all the holes, so we'll see how sawing goes. Same process, just sawing out the lines and going along the lines that we have scribed, so. Oh no, I dropped it. OMG, that was so much harder than I thought that was gonna be. This is gonna need a lot of cleanup. But we have the general shape. You can tell what it says. So I'm fine with it for now. Of course, again, I have to do a lot of cleanup on it, but we have it cut out, finally. So the next design that I've been waiting to show you guys is a really pretty Graves into Gardens design I'd been working on. This is the one I'm going for. Ignore that. This is the one I'm going for. It's about, actually I don't know what the millimeters, 17 millimeters and like 14, so like 17 by 14 millimeter wise. Tombstone with a cross on it with some flowers. We'll see how this goes. we'll see. So I really don't think you can see very well. I think you can see on this side, but that's it. So again, this specific project of the Graves into Gardens is a very painter-esque style, if that makes sense. Like you have to work from the background and work your way to the front. So I have my base layer, which is like, you know, like a painting, you always work with the background first and then work your way up in the layers. So starting with the backdrop, this is just the outline that we're going for, the tombstone part and then the flowers on the bottom half and everything. And the cross and the flowers will be added on after this base layer, but we have to cut this out first and then we can play around with added flowers and the cross and everything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. I am gonna use my scissors for this because there's not like any holes that I have to like saw out. So I'm just gonna cut this out with my regular scissors. And yeah, I'll show you when that's done. So I have the shape cut out. I am just gonna sketch with my pencil different flowers on it. I really like how the one that I drew was, but the issue is that you're not gonna see the difference of the flowers if it's just one sheet of metal. So I think I'm gonna take where the lines are of the flowers and use that as like gaps in between. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I'm just gonna draw out some flowers and see how I like it and get the size cross on there that I like and everything like that. So I'm trying to show you without wiping it off on accident. So I drew out some flowers. I'm just gonna kind of play around. So I scribed out some flowers just to play around with first. And I think the plan is that I'm gonna have a hole drilled in the center of the flowers so that I don't have to do 3 different layers. That way it's like the flower part and then the hole will be like the inside, if that makes sense. You'll see when I get to that point, but I'm just gonna play around with the flowers first and then see how I like to fill them in and stuff. Okay, I've been super zoned in and I almost forgot to show you guys. So I just cut out, I'm so sorry. I cut out all the pieces and I've been adding the solder in. I'm still adding solder though, so I didn't completely keep you out of the process. I'm so sorry. I got zoned in. So I just got it out of the pickle pot and used my steel wool to scrub it off. But this is the Graves into Gardens look. I'm actually really happy with it. I thought it was gonna look a lot worse. This will obviously need a bail. I guess I could turn it into a ring if I wanted, like a statement ring or like a bracelet, but I feel like this would best look like a pendant. I don't really like wearing crosses. The only time I'll wear a cross necklace is if it's gold, but I can't work with gold at the current moment because I'm not that rich. I'm saving up for it though, so gold will definitely be happening in the next month for sure. It's just working in this kind of thing. It's basically I don't have a cross pendant that I like, but I thought this would be really cool because it has the cross on it and it's a double meaning of the Graves into Gardens, and so it's a really cool opportunity to minister if someone says, hey, I love your necklace. Oh, it's actually Graves into Gardens, you know what I mean? But here's what it looks like pre-polish. So basically I melted down little balls and I stamped them flat. I cut out some different shapes such as the cross, the 3 flowers, and some random leaves. And I just played around with how I like them sitting with each other and I soldered them together. We need to make a little ball for this guy in that little spot right there that's empty. It needs a little buddy. So we're gonna be melting down some scraps and making a tiny little baby ball to do so, and then we're gonna hammer it. So let's see. I'm just taking random chunks of silver that I already have. Oh, don't tell me my torch is about to run out. I hate that. Get off my pick. Brother. Jeez Louise. Okay. That looks a little big. Let's see about this one. Oh, that's perfect. That one right there. That's perfect size. Perfecto. Okay, so, all right, ready, Freddy? Where's my hammer at? There it is, okay? Ready? Ready? That was pretty good the first time. Okay. See how it would fit on here. Oh, it's a little big. A little bit bigger than I would hope for, but I'm not dissatisfied with it. So I might just use it. Yeah, I think that'll look fine. I think that one ought to be fine. Yeah. Hope you guys think so, because we're doing it. All right, okay. All right, burnt it. I'm gonna take my little, add that in to that spot.
Oh, I forgot my solder. Dang it. Cut a little bit of solder off, just a tad. Nothing too big. That might be a little bit too big, but oh well. Pick up your solder. Heat up your piece again. Add that solder on the bottom half. Come on, dude. Hello? Why are you being a butt? There we go. And so the cool thing about doing this kind of way of making jewelry is that you can kind of finagle with it while you're playing with your torch. And so as you can see, I'm like moving it as have it attached. Okay, what do you guys think? Good? I think it's pretty good. So basically that process of hammering it down, you know, making your little components, and then you add it onto the back plate and you heat it up, solder it down. That's literally what I did for all those little pieces, like the flower and the leaves and the cross. You just make little components, whatever you decide that to be, and then you just make it into your little pieces of jewelry. So yeah, I'm gonna throw this bad boy into the pickle pot with the nameplate necklace and start on polishing and getting these pieces done so you guys can see what they look like and their finished states. Oh yeah, that definitely helps. Here is the Hansen logo. I actually hate it. It didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. I am gonna be remaking it. I am gonna remake it. So, update. I remade the Hansen logo. I made it more thick with the lettering. I think it looks way better. I did make it a little bit smaller too. And I'm going in with my drill and just kind of outlining the edges a little bit, just so it gives like more depth to it. I think the one I made before looks so trashy. So yeah, these are the two next to each other. Definitely like this one more. Definitely looks more like the logo too. This one looks really spaced out and kind of just weird. Nameplate necklace needs to be polished, and then this just came out of the pickle pot. I was picking at all the pieces and they all seem stuck on pretty good, so don't think they're gonna come flying off again, so I'm just gonna polish these up. And yeah, and we should be on our way. Finally, I have them semi-complete. So we have the nameplate necklace, banks. I think I have a little bit of extra polishing I need done. There's a few like grainy looking bits. But it is for my niece, and she's only like 3.5, so, you know, for my first nameplate necklace, I really don't think she's gonna mind, and I can always remake it in the future. Graves into Gardens, absolutely so proud of this, so very happy of it. Definitely needs some tweaking here and there, but very, very happy with it. And then of course the Hansen logo. I will be showing this to my boss before doing anything else to it. I want to see if she wants me to patina it. And then of course I do need to polish the backside as well. But we'll see what she decides on that. So I wanted to show you guys what I ended up doing. I ended up engraving little flowers on the outside and like the little outline of it. She loves sunflowers, so I tried engraving some little sunflower details on the outline of the Hansen logo. It's hard to see on camera, but it really shines in person. And I gave it a nice polish and added on a little brass chain, or I guess copper, to go with the color of the metal, and it looks super cute. Again, I don't normally work in base metal, but she had asked if I could attempt to do this, and I thought I'd do it since she's my friend. And my boss too. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. I'm about to box it up and give it to her tomorrow, so I wanted to show you before I gave it away. And then the back side is just, oh, I need to wipe off the residual polish, but it's the same color. I think it looks super cool. Super shiny. This concludes our sheet metal jewelry making video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great night. This concludes our video for sheet metal jewelry. I hope some of you found this stuff helpful and gave you some ideas for some sheet metal jewelry, and whether that's, you know, your own little Graves into Gardens or like mountain scene, or your own band logo or name in a nameplate necklace. I hope you guys get creating, and this video kind of helped you out. I know it wasn't the best tutorial, but I still hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys when I see you. Please like, comment, subscribe if you do feel so inclined. Leave any prayer requests down below. God bless you guys. I will see you when I see you. Love you guys. Bye.